Hi, welcome back. So we're going to talk about a little about mediumship and medium readings. When I explain to people, I say you're pretty much talking to dead people. And so, what exactly is it can we expect when you're going in to talk with a medium, a person that can speak with the dead? And also, what can you expect and how does it, work?
So there's a lot of confusion and misconceptions in general about what mediums do and how their powers or abilities work.
Dead people.
People think Sixth Sense, or people think Medium, that show, or So there's a number of pop culture things that I think have also cemented how mediums work. But actually, mediumship is a very abstract art. So different mediums have different strengths in their clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, claircognizance, all those. They're different for everybody. Different practitioners have different, strengths and weaknesses. No one medium is alike, and you can't expect all mediums to react the same way or to give messages the same way. So what to expect? One of the big things to understand is that when a medium is tapping into the spirit world, that is what mediums are psychic, but not all psychics. Actually, not all psychics are mediums, but all mediums are psychic, right? So mediums are, the difference is they're tapping into the spirit world. They are, yes, talking to maybe people who have passed on, or spirits, or maybe they can tap into other entities and things like that. Some can talk to ETs, extraterrestrials, things like that. And so it's not always cut and dried. Actually, it's not cut and dried at all to contact a spirit. Sometimes if someone's recently passed, it may be very difficult to get them in because they're still settling into the other side. And it's a process to transition sometimes, depending on the soul. Some souls are like, I feel like I'm just ready to go, I'm good to go. But sometimes the things are really sudden, or they have had struggles here with what's the afterlife for them. It might take some time. Maybe they died traumatically, and so they may not be ready to come and communicate, or they're still trying to learn how to communicate on this side.
So would you say, I'll just, for layman's terms, a newbie spirit, someone that just passed away, maybe when you try to get in contact with them, they're not as, they don't really, do they even talk to you as much? Or let's say for example, my grandpa who's passed away quite a while ago, and if he wants to talk to you, or talk to me through you, how does it, does he whisper in your ear? Does he just kind of try to send images to your brain? How do these spirits show you what they're trying to say to me?
That's a really great question, and I can definitely elaborate on that. Different spirits have different ways of communicating, just like in life, Some people aren't very talkative, some people are more reserved, or some people have trouble with words, and there's a whole other set of challenges when trying to communicate with our lower vibrational existence here, and they're in a higher vibration, right? So that's something to overcome, but it comes in a variety of ways, and again, depending on your gifts, it will come in differently for every medium. So there's so many factors to consider when that communication happens. So for example, your grandfather is very easy to communicate with. He seems to have had a grasp. He was a palm reader, so I feel like he had a grasp. He was doing that throughout his whole life. So he had a grasp of that world. And I think it makes it easier for him because he had that openness to communicate. So I hear him clairaudiently, which is he'll say things, words, lots of imagery.
So when you say imagery, is it kind of it's like someone showing you photos from an album book,
videos,
and you have to piece it together, like a puzzle.
Little short video clips, little images, symbols, floating symbols, lights, single words, partial words, and it depends. Some spirits, I can't quite hear them as well, or they'll send me more feelings, like sensations in my body instead. It depends on the spirit, and so it's a huge range, and there's a lot of factors to consider. But it's not literally someone like you see in a show or a movie where they're literally like, "Oh, hey mom, how's it going? Hey mom, nice to meet you. Oh yes, I can see you 100%, and I can hear everything you're saying. And dang, man, you got a little something right there." It's not that clear to everyone all the time, if ever.
So that means for different people, different clients that you have, some of them you'll get maybe depending on that spirit that they're trying to talk to. Then some readings can be seen as like, oh wow, you really spoke to them, and some it might be a struggle to talk to them because they're just not really good at communicating, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
or I might not be understanding.
Yeah.
I may try to understand their communication style.
Because sometimes people come in and they'll be like, oh well, you can't connect to the dead. This is a scam. So so it's good knowing that, you know, when you get into a medium reading, that it really depends on what the other spirit is saying, and not all spirits are the same, right?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Just as varied as we are here on Earth, and then plus a bunch of other factors that we have to consider, cross-dimensional communication happening with different vibrational frequencies and things like that. So, yep.